top 10 new movies on Netflix, HBO, and Amazon Prime. We've assembled a list of the best movies available to stream on Netflix, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime right now. From comedies to blockbusters, to rom-coms to Oscar-winning dramas, and beyond. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So, subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Now grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 new movies on Netflix, HBO, and Amazon Prime right now. So, let's get started. Number 10. The Pale Blue Eyes. A hard-boiled detective story featuring an American literary icon, The Pale Blue Eye, follows Augustus Landor, an exhausted detective hired to discreetly investigate the gruesome murder of a cadet at West Point in 1830. Scott Cooper's The Pale Blue Eye is a mystery thriller adapted from the 2003 novel by Louis Bayard. Set in 1830, the film's plot involves the murder of cadets from the United States Military Academy. Christian Bale stars as retired veteran detective Augustus Landor, who is called upon to investigate the murders. Augustus receives help in the investigation from a young Edgar Allan Poe, who at this point of his life is a cadet at the Academy, though he has already published some of the poems he would become known for. You can watch it on Netflix. Number 9. Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical. An adaptation of the Tony and Olivier award-winning musical, Matilda tells the story of an extraordinary girl who, armed with a sharp mind and a vivid imagination, dares to take a stand to change her story with miraculous results. Packed with high-energy dance numbers, catchy songs, and an unforgettable star turn for a young actress, Matilda is a joyous girl power romp. Children and adults alike will be thrilled and delighted by the story of this special little girl with an extraordinary imagination. You can watch it on Netflix. Number 8. White Noise. Based on Don DeLeo's beloved novel, White Noise is a dramatization of the mundane. Jack Gladney is a professor, husband, and father to 4 who leads a perfectly happy, ordinary life. But when a railcar chemical spill causes an airborne toxic event, he and everyone else in the world is forced to confront the mysteries of love, death, and the chance of happiness when nothing is guaranteed. The writer and director Noah Baumbach expands his typical small scale into something resembling spectacle, without sacrificing his customary attentiveness to details of character and dialogue. His protagonists are Jack and Babbitt, 2 intellectuals doing their best in the middle of the Reagan era to cling to their progressive principles, and later their very lives, after their surrounding area is driven into panic and paranoia by an airborne toxic event. Don DeLeo's acclaimed novel of the same name was published in 1985, but you don't have to read too closely between the lines to see its parallels with current events, particularly as DeLeo and Baumbach's characters stumble into something resembling normal life. You can watch it on Netflix. Number 7. The Menu. The Menu is a dark comedy horror film that keeps one in suspense for the whole runtime and trumps expectations with its sublime plot. The film is centered around a group of elite guests who arrive on a private island for a dining experience at celebrity chef Julio Slowik's exclusive restaurant Hawthorne. It is delightful to see where it goes from there, with its commentaries on the super rich, their fancy but vain practices, and an ultimate downfall that is horrific yet satisfying. A thrilling satire of wealth and high-end food culture, The Menu follows a couple on a journey to a coastal island with a plan to join an exclusive seating at one of the world's most exclusive restaurants. There, the chef has prepared a lavish menu, but there are many more grim and shocking surprises in store for the meal. You can watch it on HBO. Number 6. Don't Worry, Darling. Florence Pugh and Harry Styles star in this thriller about young people living in a classic idealized 1950s suburban community. The wives stay home while the husbands disappear to work on a mysterious project, and it's not until Alice, Pugh, starts asking questions that she realizes there's something much darker going on under the surface. Look, the reality is that Don't Worry, Darling is slightly less entertaining than the circus of its press tour, but superb performances from Pugh and Chris Pine are not to be missed. You can watch it on HBO. Number 5. 13 Lives. Based on what was arguably one of the biggest news stories of 2018, 13 Lives shows every detail of the dramatic Tham Luang Nang Nang cave rescue. While technically in Thailand's monsoon season, June 23, 2018 was turning out to be a beautiful day. So much so that when 12 members of youth soccer team and their coach took shelter from a drizzle in a local cave, they thought it would be for no more than a few minutes. Come nightfall, when the boys still hadn't returned, their families went out searching, discovering clues that led them to believe their kids were trapped in the cave due to flooding. An international team of specialists were called in. With weeks passing before contact was made with the children and their coach, rescue teams knew they were racing against the clock to get them out alive. Politics, international attention, and ever-increasing rainfall, and the dangers of an underwater maze make this real-life ordeal a perfect conversion for a heart-pounding screen drama. You can watch it on Amazon. Number 4. Nanny. After Aisha, Anna Diop, an illegal immigrant from Senegal, lands a well-paying job as a nanny for a wealthy New York family, her hopes of bringing her son over to live with her begin to seem like a reality. Her American dream quickly turns into a nightmare though, as other attempts to take advantage of her social position and immigration status. Diop shines as the star of the film, delivering both power and subtlety to a role that demands both. While not your average jump-scare thriller, Nanny's ever-mounting tension drives home the psychological horror aspects to create a film full of layers and enjoyment. You can watch it on Amazon. Number 3. Emergency. A satirical party flick with as much brains as laughs, Emergency might be one of the best films to ever premiere on Prime. Determined to make the most out of their last year of college, friend/roommate Kunal and Sean decide to attempt a legendary tour in which students must complete an entire evening of drinking at various locations. Going in with a game plan, the pair head back to their dorm to get ready. What they find when they arrive is an unconscious white girl. A bad look for anyone. It's particularly troublesome for Kunal and Sean, two black men who've been drinking. Heading down a road of bad decisions, the two friends search for every way possible out of their predicament other than calling the police. Meanwhile, the girl's friends are getting closer to finding them using her Where's My Phone app, guaranteed to keep you guessing and laughing the entire time. Number 2. My Best Friend's Exorcism. Based on the hit Grady Hendrix novel of the same name, My Best Friend's Exorcism follows Abby Rivers and Gretchen Lang, two besties whose lives are forever changed during the school year of 1988. After heading to their other friend Margaret's lake house, the girls decide to check out an abandoned building where satanic murder took place. Stumbling across something terrifying, all three girls split and run, but Gretchen falls behind. Abby goes back for her BFF, only to find her physically unharmed, but somehow different. Not quite able to put her finger on what's going on with Gretchen, Abby starts to investigate, eventually discovering that her best friend is indeed possessed by a demon. Playing off the classic exorcism tropes to hilarious effect, as well as going all in on 80s pop culture, you'll soon find yourself happily immersed in a world of teenage angst, demons, and neon fanny packs. You can watch it on Amazon. Number 1. Father of the Bride. Some stories stand the test of time because of their reliability. One of those is author Edward Streeter's novel Father of the Bride, published in 1949. The novel recounts the universally relatable tale of a traditional man who has to come to terms with his daughter growing up and getting married. 2022's Father of the Bride focuses on a Cuban-American family and centers on a father, played by Andy Garcia, who has to come to terms with the fact that his daughter is getting married. This version will focus on the merging of two Latinx families, one Cuban and one Mexican, and will be set in Miami. Even after almost 3/4 of a century, audiences should find this comedy about family, love, and letting go as relatable as its predecessors. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.